Om Sakthi Parasakthi, Om Sakthi Adiparasakthi, Om Sakthi Marur, Om Sakthi Om Vinayaka, Om Sakthi Om Kamakshi, Om Sakthi Om Bangaru Kamakshi, Om Sakthi 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 Om.
Om Sakthi. Joining us today is Sakthi Selva Mangudi from Malacca, Malaysia. Thank you for your time today to chat with us. Selva is an active writer in various social media groups. Your writing has inspired many people around the world. For the past few years, Selva has been sharing his meditational experiences. We are delighted to have him with us and look forward to hearing about his experiences with Amma. Welcome, Sakthi Selva. The very first question that comes to mind is, what made you know Amma?
Om Shakti, Bangaru. The eyes that sees you, the ears that hears you, the heart that feels you. I see you, I hear you, I feel you, like God is with you. God is in you. This is what my spiritual guru, Bangaru Amma of Melmaruvathur, India, says to all that goes to him, all that comes to know of him. That is his universal mantra. I hope we can take it from there, and there's plenty to share over these years. In 1981, my sister, who lives in Chennai, India, I'm in Malaysia, she's in India, she sends me this book, the mantra book, Melmaruvathur mantra book, and she says, recite it. Pay particular attention to the 6 verses in it. That's called the origin of mantras, which was given in a divine oracle by my spiritual guru, Bangaru Amma. So I started reading it without knowing anything. I just had blind faith and I started reading it. Believe me, I was jobless at the time. I was about probably 19, 20 years old, young, green, not much experience in spiritual fields. But I just started reading it. My sister told me to do it and I just did it. I don't know why. But when I started reading it, many things happened which I just couldn't believe. I got a job. I used to play hockey. I represented my country, Malaysia, in the World Cup. Things just started happening. Just by reciting that 6 verses. They are so powerful that it practically changed my entire life. So this went on for a year or so. And then I decided that I need to go and step on that soil. Usually they call it a temple in India, Melmaruvathur, this place. But here, it is more apt, we could call it a holy abode, because that's where they say the Holy Mother resides, in human form. God in human form. Now, I can get emotional about this because when you experience God, when you have that experience, you just lose yourself. You're no more in a human level. You go on to a divine level. And that's exactly precisely what happened. So in 1983, January, I decided to take leave I got a job with bank, took leave. And my sister had planned out the whole thing. On a Sunday morning, early morning, we landed at the Holy Abode about 1 a.m. in the morning. And you see, my sister, and this is how I actually came to know more about Amma, how I actually came to Amma. My experience in that 81 till 83, that about 1 or 2 years, was my personal experiences, which made me go to the Holy Abode. But what actually triggered more was when I stepped on that soil, and my sister's experience too. I've been to many temples, but with due respect, this is one holy abode where the minute I stepped on it, there was this calmness, this peacefulness, this harmony, which I never felt in any other spiritual abodes or temples or church. I've been to the mosque, I've been to the church, but this was a unique feeling. I don't know where it came from, but it just happened. And that was the first experience of stepping on that soil. Later on, I came to know that the powers in that holy abode, it's because there's a history behind it. This Melmarvathur has been mentioned in the old holy scripture 2000 years ago. It was already mentioned about this place and the holy site it was in those days. So it was like a reawakening thing. And I also came to know there were actually 21 Siddhas in Jiva Samadhi, meaning they have lived their life and they have this, they call it sages, they call it Siddhas, they have these powers to actually go on living. But in the human naked eye, we can't see them. They are like buried alive. And all these 21 of them are actually in Jiva Samadhi in Melmaruvathur, which makes that soil so powerful, so sacred, so divine. And out of that 21, I understand that there were actually 15 women sages of various religious faiths and beliefs. So can you imagine a universal bunch of siddhars there on that soil? So that's maybe why when I stepped foot on that soil, I could feel the blissfulness. So that was the very first experience that I got. And then at 1 o'clock in the morning, now my sister, she had this dust and chill allergy. There's no way that she could take a head bath at that hour, because I have seen how she gets the allergy, that how the dust and chill affects her. And there's no way she can take a head bath, let alone take a bath itself in cold water. But here she's taking a head bath, cold water at 1 a.m. in the morning, and she's absolutely fine. There's
Right.
no sneezing, there's nothing. And that's when I asked her, hey, this is strange. I can't believe it. And that's when she says, the spiritual guru, when she went in 1981, just prescribed 3 natural medications: groundnut, cashew nut, milk. Just take that and you see where it takes you. And she diligently did it, and believe it or not, what she has been suffering for so many years, I've seen that suffering. You know, she used to cry and her nose will get all itchy and she has to take that powerful medication and she sleeps. And that's when she recovers. But by just taking the 3 natural medication given by the guru, and I could see the vast difference. That was the second experience, which is really mind-boggling. I said, okay, looks like there's more to come. So
Well, you have not met Amma till now.
yes, and imagine 81, I was just reading the book, Blind Faith. I have not stepped on the temple, I have not met the guru. It's just, I just feel, yeah, maybe it's destiny or fated or whatever. So imagine not seeing the guru, not knowing anything about the Guru, reading about it, and then I get a job, and then hockey career gets off, and things starts working, and things just start falling into place. And I step on the soil, and there you are. I get that blissfulness, and my sister's experience. All that within even the Guru hasn't seen me, or I haven't seen him at all. So we were waiting for him to come. So we actually slept on the soil, right? It was a beautiful experience because at those days in 1983, it was all sand field. There's
Right,
no
right.
like marble and all that. No. So it was such a beautiful feeling sleeping on that, I would say resting on that soil itself. That and I actually have that sand. So we were waiting for the Guru to come. And then suddenly there was a huge crowd then also. And I couldn't believe my eyes. My sister said that is the Guru. And the first thing that which actually struck me was his simplicity. He was just wearing a white shirt and a white dhoti, just like a simple, ordinary Indian man. Nothing of that sage or siddhar with the robes and with the and all that. Nothing with beard and with long hair and all. Nothing at all. He's just like an ordinary person. Said, that's the Guru. Don't get fooled, she said. I said, okay. So we waited, and my sister registered my name to see him, and we got an opportunity, but to see. Actually, whilst waiting for that first time meeting with the Guru, I could actually sense the people's in the way the people were waiting to see the Guru. The atmosphere was kind of electric. It was a totally different scenario. You can only experience it yourself if you step on the soil. Believe, mark my words. Yeah, you should in your lifetime at least for one step on that soil, and then you tell me your experience. So finally, we got an opportunity to see him. It's a one-to-one thing, but because my Tamil was not that good, my sister followed me. She accompanied me, and the minute we sat down, very close. It's a very close thing. It's like a one-to-one thing. I could sense it was like a motherly thing. Even though he's a man, you could see. But when he started talking, yeah, the that place where he gives where we met him, that place was like it's like heaven, or I don't know how to say it, but it was out of this world kind of thing, just sitting there. And my sister said, when he talks, you listen, just give everything to what, because apparently his torrent of words just flows, and you got to catch it and go to. So yeah, I was all ears, and then she says, once he is finished, then you can ask whatever questions that you feel like you want to ask. You have any doubts, whatever, you go ahead. And so I listened, and the first thing he said was, "You have stepped on this soil. I will take care of you." And there are many things which is happening till today. 42 years, what the spiritual gurus told me in 1983. It happens today, tomorrow, a year down the road, 10 years, 30 years, 40 years. It will definitely happen. That's the difference of this guru. As if you want to compare, there are many places where people give this kind of advices. There are many sages who give wise guidance and all that. But the minute the guru says something, there's tons of messages in it, and you got to have faith. You just have to have patience. It will. Never doubt it, because when it happens, it's then when it hits you. Oh yeah, the guru said that. That's when it actually hits you. But till then, you will have your doubts. You will have all kinds of, because we know we are here for a purpose. This birth is for a purpose. And according to our spiritual guru, there are many purposes, which is rather individual, specific. It's you. It could be what you call as karma, the good you do and the bad you do, or it's your interpretation of what life is. But there is a purpose. That's why the guru always says, ask yourself this question: why are you here? Why this birth? Ask these questions. Keep asking these questions, and you will get the solution. Just like what he said in my first Arul Bhakti in 1983. It's about just not your life. That's when he actually took out, he holds his neem leaves in his hands when he speaks, right? So he took out this neem leaf. It was green in color. And he asked me, what is this? Being naive, I didn't know. I was thinking it was like vegetable or something, you know? And I was just keeping quiet because I really didn't know. So my sister said, hey, the guru is asking you, answer. I was blank. I didn't know what to say. So the guru said, this is neem leaves. And in that one particular stalk, there was a darker green and there was a lighter in that same stalk, you know. And he said, look, different colors, but it's the same stalk, same tree, everything is the same. So we all come from this source. You can call it God, power, Sakthi, whatever. But different colors. But what is the color of the blood in you? What is the color? Isn't it red? Can be any caste, creed, religion, race, but the color is only one. So here it's one mother, one humanity. That's why when I say I see God in you, everybody, if you see the godliness in them, the world will be a much better place to live in. Peaceful, harmony, no wars, no calamities, no earthquakes, and all that natural disasters. The COVID, you look at time in history, what the Guru says is, let's worship nature. Let's not talk about God. Talk about nature. That's where he took the neem leaves and said, this is nature. Nature has different colors, variety of species, but we are actually all one. One mother, one divine mother. And why it's mother? We all come from mothers, women. And in this holy abode, the importance is given to women. So I saw in this holy abode, for the first time in my life, I saw women actually doing the prayers. I have not seen this in any other temples, but this is one place where everybody is allowed to do the prayers in any which way they want, in any which way you like, because there is no middleman. It's you and God. That's it. So the Guru has broken traditions. It's actually a revolution to see. So this has taken me some time because most of us, we kind of like believe when a miracle takes place and something happens to you, something good happens to you. Yeah, oh, there's some power, there's something here. That's when we get the attraction. But if you go deeper into it, that's where you realize that spirituality is about knowing yourself, understanding yourself, realizing yourself. So in all this experience, it's not actually how did I come to Amma. It's actually we are all with Amma. It's how we actually realize. It's about that realization. So I must say, my sister is the one coming to your question as to how I actually got to know Amma. How did I come to know Amma? It was through my sister. And there's plenty that I need to share because in this global world now, we have many challenges facing us. Climate change, global warming, the war, the virus. They call it the Kali Yuga, right? So how do we live this Kali Yuga? And what is guiding us, very importantly, is the Guru's sayings. They call it parables, you can say it oracles. That is our guidance. And I firmly believe that will one day be the Bible, the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, the whatever scriptures, Torah, whatever that you feel is godly in nature, that is what which is going to guide us. And hopefully from this journey, let's take this journey together as one, as the color of red that we are all wearing. Don't look at the race, don't look at the religion, the faith, or whatever it is. Just put all our differences aside. We need to save this world now. It's for our children, for the future. The children and the youth, they need a lot of guidance. And we are sharing all this for the main purpose of mainly to people who do not know about Melmarvathur, the holy abbot, about this spiritual guru, his teachings, what is so different. There are many, many gurus out there, many, many sages, many teachings. It's which path you want to take. But here, it is a universal path. In my 42 years of experience, I would like to say that there is no such thing as you come, you do this, you do that. It's entirely left to you. You sit, you meditate, you ponder on it, you think about it. If you need guidance, it's all here.
Yeah, one thing you rightly said is that experience that you get when you go and see Amma is unbelievable, right? I think there are no words to describe that kind of experience. But you have been so lucky that you have been with Amma since 1980s. So during that time, Amma was called Amma, or people called Bangaru Adigalar by a different name?
He was actually an elementary school teacher. The people
Right,
still
right.
calling him Bhatyar at that time. And then
Yes.
Adigalar. Yeah, more of Adigalar. And there was this differentiation of Adigalar and Amma. Now, that transformation will take place with experience.
But
I can sit here and talk.
during that time, I mean, sorry to
Adigalar
interrupt.
was more.
Oh,
Adigalar
they're
was more.
called. Okay. I think later on, I think the Amma got that name Amma, and people started calling Amma, because I've heard from many people that they didn't know that they should call Amma Bangaru Adigalar as a Amma. It's only the next generation folks, when they came in, they gave that title and they felt really nice that being called as Amma. So yeah.
Yeah, as what Amma says, there's one interview when this interviewer asks, why do people call you Amma? So now Amma looks at himself, or sorry, he says, yeah, I am also perplexed as to why. You have to ask them, you know,
It's
you
the
have to ask
love
them
of the
because,
devotee.
yeah, it's their experience.
Okay.
I'm just here a tool, an instrument. That's why they call me Adigalar, servant of God. That's who I am. I'm actually Bangaru Nayakar's son. When we talk about you mentioned about I'm being lucky. I would say that my parents, my forefathers, the goodness that they did, most likely is because of that I'm actually been an Amma's devotee today. So I owe it to my parents, the forefathers, their good deeds. So you see, when Amma says, I'm only Gopal Nayakar's son, it's so simple, but the meanings behind it, the goodness that his father did and the generations before, all that, and Adigalar, Bangaru Adigalar's soul, the divine soul itself, the thirst to know about God. So over the years, we have heard that it was just not an overnight thing. It took aeons and aeons for that soul to be purified, for God to choose Bangaru Adigalar to be a son, the Divine Mother's son, Divine Father's son, and speak through him and come about this unique form of spirituality which is open to everybody.
Yeah.
So there is a history, and we need to know this because, as I said earlier, it's about the youth, about our children, the rate the world is going, disasters. How do we manage it? Spirituality is one very, very foundation that all our children need to hang on. And this is a beautiful way, where there is no dogmatic kind of, it's meditation. Amma is built big meditation hall there. You want to meditate, you can go and meditate. You want to do rituals, there. The holy abbot is there for you to do the rituals. You want to do service, mankind, service to God is service to service to mankind is service to God. There, Amma has built colleges, educational institutions, right? Annai Illam, the place where what you call special needs children.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
So what is it that you want? You want to do charity? You want to do meditation? You want to do rituals? Anything. What are you looking for? What is it that you want? You can get it all in Melmaruvathur.
Very nice,
All
sir.
right.
Yep.
So we will continue. I hope we can continue because there are tons and tons to share.
அம்மாவை நினை மனமே மேல்மருவூர் அம்மாவை நினை மனமே.
Please like, share, and subscribe to the Bangaru Amma Global YouTube channel for more inspiring and uplifting videos like this one.